Welcome back to the WCSIT and ISDA Loss Control channel. I'm Greg Manuel. I'm the Loss Control Manager for the WCSIT and ISDA. Today our topic is going to deal with working at low elevations in the classroom, climbing in the classroom. And if your superintendent or building principal has asked you to watch this video, please do and pay special attention. We value your time, and this is only going to take about 8 minutes, and it's a subject that's really important for all the teachers and paraprofessionals in Illinois school districts. As an incentive to watch this, we're going to also have our first contest. The district that has the most number of views of this video before September 19th is going to receive a free ladder for classroom use, courtesy of the WCSIT and ISDA Loss Control channel. Watch to the end of the video for details on how to enter this. Last year, there were 500,000 injuries approximately that were reported in the United States, and falls from ladders are the third most commonly cited OSHA safety violation. This really doesn't vary much from year to year, other than the total number of injuries always tends to get a little bit larger. It's always one of OSHA's most cited violations, and there's a lot of injuries that come from it. In the classroom, we have issues with falls from low elevation, low heights, and it's one of the most frequent accidents that we see in Illinois public schools. Low elevation falls are a serious hazard, and the injuries that can result from a low elevation fall can be very serious, ranging from minor bumps and bruises to sprained ankles, broken bones, shoulder injuries, head injuries. We've seen a number of things that come from falls in the classroom, and oftentimes it's due to unsafe climbing. And we know that there's a serious need for this out there. I visit schools every week and go in many classrooms, and I frequently see situations like we have on the left where we've got elevated storage. It's just the nature of a classroom. There's limited storage space available, so you tend to use all of it, but you need to be able to safely reach these elevated areas. Now on the right-hand side, we can see we've got some artwork that's been displayed from the ceiling, and it's a great place to put up class projects and different work items that have been done by the class, and we certainly expect that to continue. But there's also a safe way to do that, and I want to talk about that for just a few moments. This is never acceptable. You can't use tables, chairs, desks, anything other than the appropriate tool to climb, even to a low elevation. In this case, on the right-hand side, we take a look and we see we've got an elementary education table that's been slid up by the wall. The legs are arranged in an unusual fashion. They're a trapezoidal pattern, not going to lend itself to any stability for an adult to stand on, certainly. You've got the risk of climbing up on the table to start with. Then when you're on the table and working there, you have the issue of if you move to the side, this table could easily topple over. None of us want to take that fall, and this is never an acceptable way to do things. We see these low-rise step stools in schools all the time, and they're absolutely great. They're a little limited on their weight capacity, so do pay attention to what the ultimate load you're placing on it with both your own weight and the weight of anything that you may be lifting or carrying. These have a Type 3 rating, which generally limits them to approximately 200 pounds total, so they're designed for very light-duty use. Now, on the left, I'm indicating here the proper way to place the ladder. It should face the area that you're going to be lifting from or working from. Now, on the right-hand side, we can see this is being done improperly. They've got the ladder rotated really 90 degrees away from the way it should be. It does two things. It forces you to twist to reach the items that you're needing to get in the upper levels, and it also leads you to pushing or possibly exerting force on this step stool in the axis that it's not designed to be stable in. It could more easily fall over when it's rotated like this. So you want to be sure that you rotate these ladders and have it face the work that you're actually doing on it. Supply closets, storage rooms, they always are going to have shelves that are going to need to have things retrieved from the upper levels. What we see on the right-hand side, we've got the old library kick stool. These are fine, although they're not generally sold new. There's better ideas out there, but these still work fine, and they get you to an elevation of about 14 inches. They lock down in place as you step on it. As the occupant's weight pushes it down, it'll stay in place, and we really don't see an incidence of claims from those. But on the left-hand side, in this book storage area, we definitely see issues from standing on the chairs. What we've got here on the left-hand side is a chair that it's been permanently left in the book storage room because that's their solution to reaching the inventory on the upper levels. We can't allow that to happen. It's an accident waiting to happen. A fall from a chair is going to be a fall from approximately a 22-inch height, and serious injuries can come from that. There's no end to the number of muscular and skeletal injuries that can come from a low elevation fall. When you're climbing, please consider your footwear. Even if you're using the proper tool, you can't be wearing high heels, flip-flops, sandals, closed-toe shoes, fully laced up, or the proper shoe to wear when doing any climbing, and generally going to be the proper footwear for use in the classroom. As you're setting up your classrooms coming into the fall and you're considering where to store things, please consider what you really need to have there and what could maybe be left out of the classroom or stored elsewhere. In both cases here, we see storage that's pretty much overloaded. We definitely will need a ladder to reach either of these elevated storage areas, but my concern is that there is so much material that's been placed up here. You can't get, for example, on the blue boxes in the left-hand picture, that's going to be rather difficult to pull those out without unloading the entire shelf, and you've also got the risk of the contents up above toppling over. Same issue with the picture on the right-hand side. We've got probably an excessive number of bins, and from the height of the ladder, that ladder does not look like it's a high enough elevation to safely reach the bins at the upper level also. So I think some improvement in storage areas can also improve safety in the classroom. Classroom organization is what I think created this. We can see she's not trying to reach anything at an upper elevation, but she can't reach the whiteboard. Same thing would apply to a smart board or any other tool that you're using in the classroom that you need to reach for visual communication. She's standing on the chair because she's placed a table in front of the whiteboard where there's also appears to be possibly a computer printer or copier. These items have caused her where she can't reach the top levels of the whiteboard, so she's chosen to stand on a chair. Unfortunately, when I visit public schools, I do see this. This is a picture I actually took myself. We're always concerned with this type of thing. It can never be allowed. There are other ways to climb and work at elevations. And that way, the best way, the safest way, is a low-rise aluminum ladder. They're lightweight. They weigh about 16 pounds, so anyone can pick one up and easily take it to where they need. Couple of pointers on the way that it's used safely. Number one thing is the highest elevation that you can climb a step ladder. And this applies for all step ladders, but in this case, we're going to indicate it by waist height, belt height, belly button height, no higher than the upper platform of the ladder. The ladder, of course, needs to be set on a stable surface, and be sure that the braces, the cross braces in the middle, are fully extended when you set the ladder up. Last point, you cannot leave the ladder folded closed and lean it against a wall. That's an unsafe way to use a step ladder. It'll slide out from under you. It's an accident waiting to happen. That's never allowed. So, thank you. You've made it to the end. I told you it wouldn't take very long. Appreciate your interest this far. All you need to do to enter to win a ladder for your school district is to leave a comment at the end of this video. Just put in your district name and the unit district number. Be sure and leave the district name, not your school building name. I might not recognize that. So district name, unit district number, and I will total the total number of comments left. The district with the highest number of views at the end of the day on September 19th is going to receive a new ladder for classroom use. And I really appreciate everyone's interest and attention today. I love your comments and your feedback. You can reach out to me directly at my email address here, or leave a comment in addition to your entry for the contest in the comments section of the YouTube channel. Really appreciate your attention, and please stay safe on the job, and I will see you in the school out there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.